Yeah, well, they definitely came out and jumped us there. I mean, I think they were at 10 or 11-0 at that point, and we just couldn't get stops. And down the other end, we were getting really good looks. They just weren't dropping, and I think that played a bit of an effect on our defence in that first half. We were just playing catch up, and we weren't in the right mindset. But I think everyone knows we took a bit of a spray in one of those timeouts where we were standing there, and from that point we started to turn things around and I guess knuckling down on that defensive end and playing Wildcats basketball, what we're known for down that end. So I think that was the turning point when we copped that spray, that's for sure.
I know Trev spoke a little bit about it, and the defence was mentioned. He used to tell us a little bit about an insight. I mean, you've been going so well this year as Trev. Is that as far as he's been this season?
I think so, yeah. I think that was as much adversity as that we faced with injuries. I think in terms of being down by that much at that point, I think I guess that was the stage when Trev wanted to, I guess, give us a rocket. And although we shouldn't have to wait for him to do that, it should be on us. We should just see that scoreboard and notice the way we're playing and respond. But we needed it. He addressed us on it, and we responded in the right way, I guess.
How are you? Because you limped off as well at one point.
Oh yeah, that was just fatigue towards the end, muscle cramps. I mean, once they set in, you can't really do much other than try and relax the body. Otherwise, you're not much use out there because you can't. I mean, you saw us struggling to walk out there. So once they set in, you're pretty much shot. But probably just get a bit more fuel in the tank for next time, and probably the back end of that New Zealand trip, a bit of fatigue there. But other than that, it's all fine.
The number of overtime you've had and that sort of stuff, is that, and the fact you've had injuries, probably some of you guys have had to carry a heavier workload. Is that something you've got to be aware of going forward?
I don't think we have to be aware of it. We know we have guys who can step up when others are injured, and although we've probably played one extra overtime than we actually needed with that Cairns game, but other than that, I mean, when we do come across those overtime games, we've responded really well. It's not like they score, send it to overtime, then we're down. We still got another 5 minutes to try win this game. So although guys are out, everyone keeps stepping up, and we just got to continue to do that because, I mean, we're only just over a third of the way through the season, so we've still got a hell of a long way to go.
What are your thoughts on Bryce? Would you be backing him to get up for the Kings game?
Hopefully. We have these 2 weeks off, so we'll see how he responds at the end of this week when he gets back into a bit. I think we're resting him this week just to take the load off, let him recover, and hopefully when he comes back next week, the ball feels pretty good in his hands, and I think he knows how his body's going. He'll be ready to go when he wants to be.
Can you beat them without him, the Kings?
Oh, absolutely. Why not? I mean, we've shown we can beat anybody with, I guess, 3 starters out. Bryce not playing, we get a win, and I mean, although we haven't played the Kings yet, I mean, they got some pretty good talent there, but I mean, we're pretty confident in what we're doing right now with being 10-1, and we're getting things done right now. So
it's a bit of a quirk, isn't it, that you guys have played some teams several times and the Kings not yet, and there'll be a massive build up to this game given the recruits they got on the off season. Are you looking forward to it?
Yeah, I mean, that's why we play, to play against the talent across the league, and Sydney's one of those teams that's loaded with talent, and you want to go up against those teams and use them as a measuring stick to see where you're at. And I think over this first third of the season, we've got a pass with how we've played and the teams we've played against. It's just another challenge now to go up against someone different. You're going to have a different scout. You're going to be guarded different. So, I mean, those first probably 2 games, you probably feel each other out a bit, and after that, you definitely know what you're in for.
Clint, can you just talk to us about, your confidence levels, especially the last couple of weeks? It seems like you're playing with a lot of energy and had a couple of real breakout games.
Yeah, I mean, it started in practice. There was a period there, 2 weeks of practice, where I was just, I guess, going bonkers at one point. I was putting up there everything that I was catching, and it was going in. And it's one thing to be aggressive and shoot the ball, but it's another thing to be aggressive and see it continually going in. That's a whole nother beast. So I was doing that pretty well for a bit there, and although probably the last couple of games I haven't gone in as much, but at least I'm getting the attempts. That's my job. That's why I'm out there, is to shoot the ball. And if I can go another 5 of 5 or a 5 of 7 game, then I'm definitely helping the team.
How much of mindfulness and getting your own head as a shooter has played into this? Because I know you always hear from shooters that particularly early in their career, they sometimes struggle with preparing for games. Has that changed for you in any way? Have you been preparing this year different to your previous years?
I'd say I've definitely prepared different this year compared to last season. Although early in my career, I didn't find it hard at all to go out there and shoot it, just because it was going in at a high clip, and I was loving it. But when you have a season where you shoot, what was it, maybe 25% or something, it's like, see, something's wrong here. But if you can keep that mindset and continue shooting in the 40s, then you're going to have no troubles at all.
Just looking at the Kings game, just looking at the betting odds, and they're paying favourites, like quite strong favourites. Do you think that's a bit harsh, considering you guys are 10-1 and the record's pretty good?
I don't know, maybe they've got it because Bryce could be out. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, so you keep winning anyway.
Yeah, and we keep winning anyway. So, I mean, yeah, I don't really have much for that one. It's their job to put up odds or whatever, I guess, and our job's to play the game. But, I mean, it doesn't matter who's favourite. I mean, the league's so even, anyone can win on any night. So it's, I guess it's for the spectators, that kind of one, and for them to make some money, yeah.
Just on Boomer's play, do you see yourself in the form you're going to hopefully get back in that squad?
I mean, I'd love to. On the form, probably need to do a little more. Be more consistent with the 3-ball. But I mean, if I can keep shooting around that 45 to 50% range, then you're going up there with some world-class shooters, and if you can get enough attempts up there and continue to do that, then I see no reason why I can't be in there at a later stage.
Has Lamana said anything to you about that? Or?
No, not lately.